G'day guys, Lemon Eating Cow here, and today I'm back with my first Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age guide on the PS4 Pro, and this one is to show you how to level up very early in the game and quite quickly, and also a really good place to get Phoenix Downs for free or where you can buy them early in the game. So this method involves killing a high level and a pretty hard mob early on in the game to get you a lot of experience and LP or license points. Usually you wouldn't be able to kill it because it's quite a tank, but if you use Phoenix Downs to kill the monster, it can instantly kill it and you can chain kill it over and over and over again if you use the technique in this video. Now, I've mentioned before the Phoenix Downs are pretty important for this. Well, they're integral. You can't actually do this without the Phoenix Downs, so you're going to need to find them first. So there's actually two methods of farming or obtaining the Phoenix Downs. One is quite easy, but it can take a little bit of time to get, and the other one is also easy, but it's going to take a lot of gil to get. So it's really up to you which one you want to do. The first one and the earliest one you get access to is the pot farm, or the jar farm I guess you could call it, which can be done as soon as you take control of Van and you go on your Tomato Rogue hunt. So once you come here in the Estersand, you can head to this spot here. There's a split between a little village and the little monster map there. Every time you go in between that map, the jars or the chests or whatever they may be called reset. So if you come to this spot and then you run all the way up here and grab this chest, sometimes it will spawn, sometimes it won't. It's all a bit of luck, but you have the opportunity of getting a Phoenix Down in this little jar here. So if you loot it and you get the Phoenix Down, or if you don't get nothing or it doesn't spawn, then all you have to do is run back to that split screen between the village and this screen, and once you go in and then back out, the jars will reset. There is actually one up on your right on your way to the Phoenix Down one, which can contain gil or I think a potion as well. Now this is really quite quick, especially if you press the L1 button to speed the game up and you put it on 4 times speed. You can get this done really quickly and really early on as well. So the second method of obtaining Phoenix Downs is from a vendor, but to do this you're going to need Penelo in your party, and you're going to be on the quest to get the Sunstones or the Shade Stones. Now, I've been told, and I can't fully confirm this, but I'm told that you have to talk to a certain NPC before these Phoenix Downs become unlocked to buy in the store. So you head to this space with the little kid and the save crystal, and it's a little part of the map in the Giza Plains. And once you talk to him, he will give you a Shade Stone and say a few things. And I've heard that at this point he unlocks different items at different vendors. And I think you're going to need to do that for the next step of this process. So once you've talked to that kid, head over to the Estersands and head all the way through. And eventually you'll come to the Nalbina town, or the Nalbina fortress. Once here, there is a provisioner sitting at the broken wall outside the fortress, and if you talk to him, he'll actually sell you the Phoenix Downs, but the catch is they're going to be 200 gil each. Now at this stage in the game, that much gil is a bit hard to come by, but with a bit of farming you can get enough gil up. The only, well, part of the problem is that you're going to need 20,000 gil roughly if you want to get the 99 Phoenix Downs to farm this mob over and over again. But in my opinion, I found the jar farming, which the method I mentioned before, to be a lot quicker and easier. But it's up to you. So once you have as many Phoenix Downs as you can carry, we're going to head to the Estersand, and we're going to head to this spot, which is a split between the two maps. Now there's a couple of conditions to get this mob to spawn, and the mob's name is Dustia. To get Dustia to spawn, you actually have to have under 10% HP. So before you go into the next screen, make sure you unequip your weapon and attack yourself until you get below 10% HP. Now it's important to save before you do this method, because sometimes you can actually punch yourself to death. So you don't really want to be stuck in that situation. So yeah, take off your weapon, punch yourself below 10% HP, and get ready to move on to the next screen. Now, before you move on to the next screen though, make sure you go into your config menu and set the battle system to wait, and also it's probably well recommended to put it to slow as well, the battle speed to slow. So in the next screen, what you're going to do is change screens, and you'll notice a weird type of monster or a Reaper type thing, which is a Dustia, spawn in front of you. Now, usually if you let him get an attack off, he'll pretty much kill you in one hit, so he's quite a powerful foe, but if you use an item on him, it will actually kill him in one hit. So we're going to use those Phoenix Downs that we found before, and we're going to cast them on Dustia. So to do that, you're just going to have to press X to bring up your menu, then go down to your items and select Phoenix Down, and then you press R1 or L1 to switch to your foe, and then the Dustia icon should come up. I found a little bit of a problem with this. Sometimes if you don't time your menu right, you'll not be able to target Dustia until he's pretty much started casting Dark. So I've found that if you run into the screen, get into spawn, run out and then back in, you'll instantly be able to select your item and then use it on the Dustia. So the next part is pretty important. Once you've casted the Phoenix Down on Dustia, you're going to have a very short window to run out of the screen and maintain his spawn, I guess. If you wait around for him to die and the experience tabulates and everything and you're cheering your victory, then he's actually going to despawn and you're not going to be able to find him again. But there's a bit of an exploit or a trick involved here. If you cast this Phoenix Down, as soon as you see it hit him, and you probably should see a level up animation, run out of the screen as soon as you can. If you see the XP and the LP come out of the Dustia, I think it's a bit too late and he may not respawn, but it's a little bit of an experiment trying to see which method works for you. So once you've cast the Phoenix Down, run out of the screen and you should notice that you got the experience while not really seeing the death of the Dustia. And if you go back into that screen again, you should see the Dustia come up. If you notice that Dustia didn't respawn, then it means you've been a bit too slow and you won't get him. And in order to make him respawn, you're going to have to move 2 screens away. The beauty of this method is that if you have 99 Phoenix Downs, you can pretty much just run back and forth between this screen and spam the Phoenix Downs on him, and it's really good experience. Anyway guys, I hope that one was clear enough and it helped you out. If it did, please leave a thumbs up. If you've got any comments or suggestions, then leave them in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed already, then please do so. This has been Lemon Eating Cow. Moo!